Hi, welcome to Unique Parenting. I am B. Moise, and today I want to talk to you guys about what to do in the summer. And I want to tell you guys about, I guess you can call it a hack, right? Is it a summertime hack or summer reading hack or summer activity hack? But anyway, however you want to see it, I want you to think of, what is it that you can do during the summer? Most families want their children to do summer reading. That is something that parents often ask me about, hey, how do I make sure that, my kids don't suffer from the brain drain that occurs during the summer, and how to maintain some type of academic performance during the summertime. And they usually think the best way to get this done is by reading. That is the best way. Or should I say that is a way. It's not necessarily the best because it may not be the best for your child. So you're going to have to find something that is going to work for both you and your kid, not just something that is recommended, but you can't really execute. So there are tons of things that you can do that are developmentally appropriate for children to help maintain, cognitive, flexibility during the summer, but also to make sure that, they're creating neurological pathways of learning new skills. And it doesn't just have to be with reading. Now, I would love for that to be reading for you because it's such a beautiful, silent activity. But sometimes it's not the case. I do have a child who's an avid reader, and I have a child who could care less about books. So you kind of have to find that in between, find the thing that could work for each child, or maybe all your kids want to do the exact same thing. However it is, I'm sure you'll figure something in between that will work for everyone. I am an avid podcast listener. So sometimes during, our downtime, I listen to podcasts and my kids get interested in some of the podcasts I listen to. Most of them they like, some of them they can't listen to them because they're not G rated. Not that they're just talking about anything bad. It's just sometimes no stupid questions get a little bit spicy. And that's one of my favorite podcasts. But, we do listen to the Huberman podcast. My son loves that. So that's one thing that you could do. So whether that be a podcast, we bird watch. If you're not bird watching with your kids, you guys, you're missing out. You're missing out on being a bird watcher. But again, learning is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be enjoyable. And it's supposed to be something that your child enjoys and want to do over and over again. And it's not going to look necessarily the way you want it to. While we would want it to just look like picking up a book and reading all the time, sometimes it's watching, a YouTube video about how to do something or learning a new skill. Sometimes it's about cooking and learning how to make a new recipe. Sometimes it's creating something new, or sometimes it's building on something that you've already had. Learning is vast and it's not done one way. And when you have unique learners, it's best to try and incorporate all the different ways that a child can attain information. So it could be a podcast, it could be a YouTube clip, it could be bird watching, just saying. Or it could be a book. So during the summertime, explore that. Do that exploratory learning and try to see what are the different possibilities that exist with learning, and how your child may be into something that you may not even know that they were into because you're only seeing learning in one way. It might even be volunteering at an organization of just, something they've never done before. So during the summer, use that time for exploratory learning of different possibilities, not just the summer reading, but incorporate all the different summer possibilities and aspects that exist. So in the meantime, I want you all to enjoy your unique parenting journey with your unique